Hello and welcome to our project. Today we are going to introduce you, explain, and show you how an exponential model works, to be more specific in the case of a disease. So let's begin.
Throughout the video, we will know and learn some new formulas, theories, examples of the exponential model, and much more. All this will help us understand how it works and to analyze it from a different perspective. This work explains in a synoptic way the antecedents, importance, and classification of the exponential model. Additionally, the common use of this model for the transmission of infectious diseases is described in detail.
Before we start, we need to know what is an exponential model. Exponential models are solutions to the simplest types of dynamical systems like simple models of bacterial growth, which is related to the topic that we are going to cover, that is the spread of diseases. In the exponential growth of fx or y, the function doubles every time you add 1 to its input x. The process of doubling time in half-life is characteristic of exponential functions, indicating how fast they grow or decay. Because yes, there exist exponential functions that go down, but in this case we're going to talk about only to the ones that grow. Exponential functions look similar to these linear functions. The difference is that we are working with exponents, in which the x is the power, the variable is the power, not the base. They always have a positive number other than 1 as a base, and it's really important to know how to graph it. There are two options. Either the base is greater than 1 or the base is less than 1, but it's always still positive.
The formula of the exponential model is f of x is equal to b times a to the x power, where a is the base, x is the variable, and b is the coefficient. If the base is greater than 1, then the graph grows taller as it moves to the right, and as it moves to the left, the graph becomes shorter. This is what we call an increasing function. And if the case is that the base is smaller than 1, then the graph slopes down as it goes to the right. And as it moves to the left, the graph becomes taller. This is what we call a decreasing function.
The exponential model plays a central role in applied mathematics. It is used in the finance to calculate the value of the term investments, in demographics to predict the size of a population, in health to analyze the spread of epidemics, and many other situations. An exponential model, therefore, makes it possible to refer to the phenomena that grow faster and faster, describing the importance of this in the use of health measures. Help us to devise effective programs for the control and eradication of infectious disease.
The use of quantitative methods based on mathematical models to study the dynamics of transmission and control of infectious diseases has notably gained importance among scientists and health professionals to devise effective control programs and interpret epidemiological patterns.
How the exponential model works and how it can be used. In this case, we want to explain you this by an example of the real life that in this case is going to be the COVID-19. And as you know, the sick people is increasing by the time, and with this we can see a way to explain the exponential model that is our main objective. Also, we wanted to show you how to make your own exponential model by creating the formulas and showing to you and how we can use it. Also, we are going to give you some examples in order that you can understand this better.
So we can say that the interaction with the environment that surrounds the people is one of the highest causes of the rapid spread of the diseases. Also the way people act throughout the entire day by touching their faces and surfaces. So the thing we want to achieve is that with the data of the people affected by the virus, apply the exponential model, adding that the people understand it and can be able to describe how to use the model.
Well, the main function of the exponential model is to provide means that makes possible to the people to understand the disease in a population by different scenarios. In a sense, the central function of this is creating and analyzing the mathematical models. This to improve all the understanding and the analysis of the diseases in order to prevent the future situations.
And well, this workshop will help us to see in a funny, crafty, and interactive way the model and how the COVID-19 spreading fast period, the reason why so many people get infected. Also, this workshop will help us to demonstrate how it is easy for coronavirus and other viruses and bacteria to spread by physical contact in common areas and surfaces that may be contaminated, despite the constant hygiene that is maintained in those places.
I'm going to explain about what we are going to need for our experiment or workshop, hoping that we help to make you aware of that you need to care more about the problematic we are living in. So we're going to need flour and a surface that you can uh, get dirty or stain without any problem.
So this is how we are gonna make the workshop. First, we are gonna ask some volunteers of the audience. Then, as you can see here, I paint the hands of the volunteers and I ask them to touch normal things as always. For example, here I ask the first volunteer to touch a roll, a bottle, and a calculator. And for my second volunteer, I ask her to touch a normal pair of glasses of laboratory, and also I ask her to touch a package of wet wipes.
Exponential model is a demographic and ecological tool, which can be useful in order to model the growth of populations and the epidemic spread of a trait among the population, based on an exponential growth.